guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction video. As you can see, my hair is still in braids, so I decided in the meantime, while I still let my braids stay, I'll go ahead and attempt some other types of video contents for you guys. So today I'm going to be reacting to something that keeps popping up in my recommendations on YouTube, in spite of the fact that I never click on it. And you guys know how YouTube recommendations are. They just recommend the weirdest things to you at the weirdest times when you least expect it. So today I'm going to be reacting to dandruff videos.
Like, why?
I thought, you know what, instead of just looking at this thing and letting it pass, why don't I go ahead and react to one or two of these videos? And for anyone who has dandruff, and for people who watch dandruff videos, the fact that I'm even saying people who watch dandruff videos is crazy, because people watch the weirdest things on YouTube, and I guess that's how things like these dandruff videos work. So I'm going to go ahead and check a few of those videos, and then I'll let you guys see exactly what it is that I'll be seeing, because I'm not seeing it alone. I'm gonna go ahead and type dandruff into my YouTube search. Okay, so I'm seeing dandruff removal one, and then I'm seeing dandruff scratching, dandruff treatment at home, dandruff scratching braids, dandruff removal ASMR, dandruff treatment, scratching big flakes, treatment for natural hair, scratching ASMR, dandruff extreme. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap the first option, which is dandruff removal. Am I ready for this? Let me quickly point out that there are different types of dandruff, guys. There are people who have mild dandruff. There are people who the dandruff doesn't really show. It looks like it's still flaky, but it's like really smooth flakes, and it's almost like grainy. And then there are people who have really chunky flakes of dandruff in their scalp. For this, she's using like a really small tooth comb, and nasty. This video doesn't look so bad. Her dandruff is severe, but not so severe that, you know, you want to throw up and all of that. And her hair looks really good too, so it just goes to show that the fact that you have dandruff doesn't necessarily mean that your hair won't grow looking full, looking voluminous, looking healthy. Her hair looks really good. It's just her scalp is a mess because of the dandruff. So yep, so I'm going to pick another video now. So sad. I can't even imagine what it's like dealing with a scalp like that. Like, how do you sleep? Oh my god.
I cannot believe my eyes.
You know the crazy thing, there really isn't a cure for dandruff, but you can treat it depending on the type of dandruff you have. I'll get into the types of dandruff and what dandruff really is in a couple of minutes, but you can treat it depending on the type of dandruff you have. And you have to just be consistent with your treatment. You have to be consistent with your dermatology appointment, so that you can get this problem, if you have it, on the low. So this is a very serious case of dandruff that I'm watching now, and the only thing on my mind is, how does this person cope, like with the itchiness, with, you know, your scalp being so flaky and let me check dandruff extreme. Oh my god, ew. Oh my guys, look at this. This is actually, this person's hair is silky. This is not a black person, obviously. And look at how easy it is to take off the flakes from the scalp. I'm just thinking, if it was someone with my type of hair, how, or more, or rather for those people with my type of hair, how do they cope? Especially if your hair is long and you have to Jesus, dandruff scratching number 13. How many exactly do you guys have? Number 13. That's like, oh my god, this number. No. Guys, I can't find any video with comments. I would have liked to see what people are saying about. Okay, I'm going to go back and see if I can find a video with comment. I'm looking for a video with comment. I need to know what people are saying in the comments, because YouTube comments are a very expressive place. People talk a lot in comments, and there's no way that there is no video. There's no way there is no video of dandruff scraping and whatever without one video. What am I saying? Like, I'm just looking for comments. Okay guys, so I've finally seen a video with comments, and I'm going to read some of the comments for you guys. YouTube comments are always crazy. This person said, if you look this up like I did, we need help. Me when I lose a big dandruff. Ew. Oh my god, the comment. Can we just please take Okay guys, so just a little background information about dandruff. Dandruff is a scalp condition. Most commonly it happens on the scalp. It's a scalp condition that causes flakes of skin to appear on the scalp, and I just want to quickly point out that it's not necessarily caused by improper hygiene or poor hygiene. People usually associate dandruff with uncleanliness, associate dandruff with dirt, but that is not exactly the cause of dandruff. Dandruff is just a skin condition, and it could be caused by a number of various factors. But in spite of the fact that it's not caused by uncleanliness, it may not be obvious if someone does not frequently wash their hair or brush out their hair. I also want to say that in spite of the fact that it's not caused by improper hygiene, the fact that people have dandruff is often a cause of worry for the person who has dandruff. Dandruff is something that causes embarrassment. It causes people to be self-conscious, self-aware. You may not want to really hang out where a lot of people are, especially if you have severe dandruff, because you don't want people to see your scalp and think you're that dirty person. Meanwhile, you may even be the cleanest person in the room, but still you have dandruff. Even though dandruff is not related to hygiene and uncleanliness, if you wash your hair, if you clean your hair frequently, it will help to remove old skin cells that usually convert to flakes. It can be caused by staying in certain environments. It can be caused by certain geographic locations. It can be caused by certain skin or medical conditions, and it can also be caused by using some inappropriate hair products. So that is why it's very important to note the hair products that you use, and to also observe how your hair responds to these hair products. So, important facts. Let's reiterate, because I know there are people who've suffered harassment and embarrassment because of the fact that they have dandruff. It's not something you can control. It's actually something you can control, but it's not something that is caused because of the fact that you are dirty. People are always saying people that have dandruff are dirty. That is not the case. It's the farthest thing from the truth about dandruff. So important fact, it's not caused by uncleanliness, it's not caused by improper hygiene, it is caused by skin and medical conditions, and it can also be caused by using inappropriate and bad hair products, typically hair products that contain chemicals which are absolutely bad for your hair. The number one thing that I recommend is seeing your dermatologist or a trichologist, someone to examine your scalp, someone to examine your skin, someone to tell you what is wrong and what you need to do. That is the very first thing that I recommend, especially if your dandruff is of the more severe kind. But if it's just mild, if it's something you just started noticing that just starting or that just started coming up on your scalp, you can go ahead and just visit the pharmacy, let them see your scalp, let them attend to you, and just offer you some over the top medication that would treat your dandruff. But if it's serious, please, dermatologist, so that you don't have issues. And then the exact cause of dandruff is not known to man. No one knows what exactly causes it or from when it started, but it has been linked to hormone production, and the most typical period of a person's life where they start to experience dandruff is around the age of puberty. I also want to quickly state that it does not end at the stage of puberty. Once a person passes puberty and maybe they didn't have dandruff, you can have dandruff in your later years. Also, even babies have dandruff. I think they call it, is it cradle cap? I know it's a thing with babies where they have dandruff on their scalp and it has to be taken off. Now, there are also different types of dandruff. Like I mentioned earlier, I said there are people who have mild dandruff, there are people who have intense severe dandruff, and also with each type of dandruff, the type of flakes you will have on your scalp will be different. The first type of dandruff that I want to quickly mention is seborrheic dermatitis, which usually happens to people who have oily skin, and your skin will be red, greasy, and covered in white or yellow scales. Even thinking about it giving me the creeps. So seborrheic dermatitis is one of 3 technical types of dandruff. The other 2 include psoriasis. Which is usually known or recognized by red scales on your scalp, on your elbows, knees, and other parts of your body, and these scales are typically very, very itchy. So for this particular type of dandruff, you may not be able to solve the problem using regular dandruff solutions. So you will need to actually go to your dermatologist to identify the roots of the problem. And then we have dry scalp, which is literally what it is. It's dry scalp when your scalp is actually dry, and this is characterized by flakes that don't stick to your scalp. These flakes can easily come off, so sometimes you just have to beat your head and you see the flakes falling off. For treatment, there are actually a couple of homemade remedies that people have identified work well against dandruff. One of those is green tea. Green tea is said to have potential for eliminating dandruff, and you can attempt to use this, but do your research first so that you would know if this would work for you or not. And don't forget, I recommend visiting a dermatologist to identify the root of the problem using anti-dandruff shampoos. I know Head and Shoulders, the brand, has some anti-dandruff shampoos that work really well. There was a time I had itchy scalp and I used one of the anti-dandruff shampoos, I think the classic one, and it did really great. It got rid of my itchy scalp and it helped solve my problem at the time. So it's important to know that when you're using anti-dandruff shampoos, you don't just wash your hair once and expect the problem to be gone. You will have to wash your hair, or you have to use an anti-dandruff shampoo every single time you wash your hair until you've gotten rid of the problem, confirm that the problem is gone, and then keep using the dandruff shampoo a little more just to be sure that the problem is gone and gone for good. And that's really all for this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and let me know if you feel I should do more reaction videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, go ahead and share this video out, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new content, and do what you must, guys. Ciao.